I think we're being a bit too reactionary. We can call a manager out and say, you know what, he's
No,
doing this and
you
doing.
speak for
But to say he's been
yourself.
no.
Yourself.
I'm speaking
Don't
to you
speak
as
for
well,
me,
Rand.
Saeed.
No,
Don't
no,
speak
Rand.
for
I
me.
love
Because
this
Because
no,
man,
last
man.
season,
I love
no,
this man,
last
man.
season when Ten Hag died at the beginning, I
No.
was the calmest, bro.
Hold on a
I
minute.
was the calmest person on planet
Don't
Earth, bro.
influence the
There
fan
was no
base.
one calmer. I was
Don't
calmer than the
influence the
manager.
chat. Don't see what we're trying to do this season. And I thought for me this season we'd kick on. And it's kind of sad for me. And I don't buy into the injuries because I've seen Brighton play the same way with or without injuries.
But that's
You know,
because
so
they
this
genuinely have a structure in place. This team
well
don't
there
have a
you go.
structure in place and it falls on the manager, bruv. Like, people just need to be honest. Do you know what I mean? It's not about injuries, bruv. It's not about any of these
No.
other things. These players don't know whether they're coming or going, bruv. And it's on the manager. He's had 2 pre-seasons. He's had 2 summer windows. And what has he done here, bro? He's made us worse, blood. Last season, he got away with it because he had less input, bro. Like, the players were kind of doing their own thing to a certain degree, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they were doing. Now he's tried to implement something, it's not working. And the thing is, he tried to implement something at the start of last season, it didn't work either. And then he threw that in the bin, bro. Do you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
I get
And this
what-
was similar to Ollie, yeah? Remember with Ollie when we would come from behind as soon as basically he just undid all he did, bro. And then we just won, bro. Like, that's all it is with Ten Hag, bro. As soon as he stops coaching, we'll win games. That's what happened.
Because I don't. The biggest issue is because even at the start of last season when it didn't work and we got beaten them opening 2 games, I could see what he was trying to implement. Then you switched it up.
Yeah, and
I
it
can
wasn't
see
working.
what you're and I can see what what you implemented last season. Again, the biggest issue I have this season is I don't know what you're trying to implement. I don't know what we play. That's why when people say, "Oh, we play pragmatic, we play counter-attacking," I don't see anything. I don't see I don't see an attempt at a style of play. I really don't.
That's the damning thing, yeah.
concerning. Yeah, that's concerning. I would love to be sit here and say, yeah, we play counter-attacking. Yes, we play transitional. Yes, we play possession-based. What do? What style are we? We're like a boxer with no style.
Yeah.
Like,
We're
we just,
terrible,
whatever
bro.
turns up on the day. Like, it's just whatever happens on, because I've seen us at times play more possession-based this season. I've seen us try hit on the counter. I've seen us play transition. It's a mix. I'm saying against Brighton for that first 20 minutes, yes, we kept the ball very well. I was surprised. But I don't think that was the manager's plan. And then it went to shit in particular excuse the language, in the second half.
Yeah,
And
but
it's
bro,
also
but this,
game
but this is
management's
the
getting
thing.
a bit bad as well. His
Bruv,
game
listen,
management, the way
substitutions
we
ain't
end
good.
games.
They're not coming at the right time. You're taking off the wrong players, playing the wrong formations. Why do you decide to play against Brighton in a diamond? That's a joke thing. Like,
'Cause
why,
Anthony wasn't
why,
there.
bro?
'Cause
Because the
Anthony
thing is,
wasn't
because
there.
Anthony weren't there. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So play Garnacho then, or
Yeah,
play
yeah, yeah.
Pellistri.
Play
You know like
Pellistri,
that,
yeah.
because good
Pellistri,
teams,
man.
what they do is, yeah, they have a system and then they just put different players in. That's all they do.
But we
And
we
this
ended
is
the
why-
game with Bruno on the centre back, man. You know that we ended with the game with Bruno at centre back. That just shows you everything you need to know about what's going on. I get we have injuries. I get there's situations going on, but you still had Evans in there. You could have put on Evans if you wanted to. Maguire was there, but he was
Bro,
so
this guy
for him
is
rattled. He was rattled, man. He was rattled.
finished.
The
Bro,
comment
I mean,
it's
let me
before-
ask you a question,
over.
though.
The comment
It's
before
over.
this
That's the
one,
question, though.
Yeah.
he's the guy said it. He at this moment it looks like he's just winging it. That's
He
what
is
it looks
winging
like.
Yeah, he's
He's
winging
winging
it.
it. He's
Winging
praying.
it.
He's praying, bro. Do you
He's
know what I mean?
winging it.
And Ollie had them times where he did that, like he threw in someone and then he just stumbled across something. Like when he stumbled across the Fred thing and it just kind of it banged and then we got a new lease of life. Like this guy genuinely don't know what he's doing, yeah. And the thing about it is, yeah, the players know that he don't know what he's doing. Like especially players like Casemiro, yeah. You can't pull the wool over these man's eyes. They're too experienced for that. Do you know what I mean? And the same
Yeah.
way he fell out with CR7, that's his guy, bruv. You know that whether you like it or not, that's his guy. And Varane as well. You think these world-class players that have played and won Champions Leagues aren't looking at this guy saying, yo, this guy is absolutely having one. Do you know what I mean? He's having one.
But let me ask you a
Like,
question,
bro, if
though,
I
man.
can see it, Cass can see it, these other men can see it. This guy, bro, he's not, bro, he doesn't have none of this under control, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, but you
bro
know what it
is
is though, man?
actually mad.
Oh.
No, but
Go on,
Rams,
ask
you
the
know what it is?
question,
I
fam.
think
I'll get
the
to
way
this.
you're, yeah, I think for me, the way you're, I think, a bit too harsh on Ten Hag is that he has to have time to re-evaluate what's going on.
I don't.
No,
I
but
don't
let me hear
agree.
me out, hear me out.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't agree, but I think for us fans here, I think we're being a bit too reactionary. We can call a manager out and say, you know what, he's
No,
doing this
you
and doing,
speak for
but to say he's been,
yourself. yourself.
I'm speaking
Don't
to you
speak
as
for
well.
me, Saeed.
No,
Don't
no,
speak
Rand,
for me.
I love
Because
you.
last season, last season when Ten Hag died at the beginning,
no,
I was the calmest, bro.
hold on.
I was the calmest person on planet Earth.
Don't
bro.
influence the
There
fan
was no
base.
one calmer. I was
Don't
calmer than the
influence the
manager.
chat.
I was calmer
No,
than the
no,
manager.
No, but I think for me, yeah, I think you're influencing the fan base here. And guys in the
I
comments,
should be
people, we have
influencing
to-
them because I get things right, bro. Like, bro, literally, like,
Relax,
bro,
relax.
about time I influence these guys because, bro, I always call it first, yeah, and a lot of people want to sit on the fence. Jump off the fence, bro. Chill
It's
with
not-
me. I know what go on.
Because who gets it right at Old Trafford? You've seen Ole Gunnar Solskjaer come in. You see Mourinho, Van Gaal. How many more
Me,
managers
blood.
are gonna be
Van
sacked
Gaal was
before
getting it
certain
right,
players?
blood. Van Gaal was getting it right, and we sacked him, bro.
Yeah, I hear that one. But how many times are we going to sack managers? Certain players have been here.
Keep
under
sacking them,
5,
bro.
6 managers.
Keep sacking them until we get it right.
What? Where do you go? Rinse and repeat. The cycle never changes. Right?
It doesn't need to,
You
bro.
sack
It don't
managers.
change. It don't change at Real
So
Madrid.
we're
you
here
know?
for good football. Is that how we're here? Just good football and that's it. Good football and vibes. Is that what
At
we're
the
here for?
beginning, yeah, absolutely.
But that's what I'm
Absolutely.
saying. So this is where you're wrong, Grads. You just want good football at the start. It's all glory, and then when
what I
it gets
want.
to the grind, yeah,
That's
then
what
you
I
want to
want.
be sacked.
No,
So
there's
how
no
does that
grind.
work then?
We've never had good football with this manager. At least give me that, bro. Saeed, you have to understand.
So you want to be another Wenger? You want another Wenger here then? That just
Bruv, you're
great
going on that.
football.
One, you're going on that. Wenger didn't win trophies, yeah, and two, yeah,
No, but he did it
Wenger
towards
was
his end.
Wenger was up
Towards his
against,
end.
yeah, bruv. Wenger was up against the Man United that was outspending him, that was doing all these things, bro. Like Wenger's situation, yeah, was unique. This is not a unique situation right now, blood. We're spending money. Arsenal are spending money now. Under Wenger, they weren't spending this money. You know what I mean? So let's not do the Wenger thing,
Nah,
bro.
man,
Do you know
but
what I
the
mean?
thing is,
Man,
yeah,
man are trying to
there's no
disrespect
end
Wenger,
point,
bro. Man are
No,
trying
it's
to
not
disrespect
Wenger,
Wenger, bro.
But no, what I'm saying is, no, I didn't say Wenger. I said Wenger was known for his good football, but it was kind of leading to nowhere. The title race was never there. They were
Because he
reaching
was getting
fourth every year.
outspent by Chelsea and Manchester United and he couldn't compete, bro. It's
also
not the
Arsenal
same
football,
thing.
no. But at the time, it was who was it though? Really, Man City weren't the greatest. They were still starting up. He had a head start over Man City.
I
and them,
said
man.
he was getting... Bruv, I didn't even mention Man City.
Yeah,
I
who
said
else did you
Chelsea
mention
and Man United, bro.
So that's only two teams. He
Bruv,
had
only two
he-
teams
bro,
that
he
won
had
more
Ozil.
Premier League titles than
Ozil.
Arsenal.
Listen, he had Ozil, he had Alexis Sanchez. We're going on like he had scrubs at that team, bro.
Come on, broski.
Come on, man. They
Come
had
on,
good players,
broski.
bro. Come on, man. They had good players.
Come
No,
on,
but it's
bro.
not about that, though, Ran. He had good players, though.
Don't disrespect
We're going on like
Arsene
he had
Wenger,
scrubs.
please.
No,
Don't
it's not
disrespect
about
Arsene
respecting
Wenger,
Arsene
please.
Wenger. It's not about
Bro,
that. What
bro,
I'm
he's
trying to say
actually
is,
a good coach,
there's no end
bruv.
game for you. You just want good football. That's all you
No,
want.
no. I want good football
Two.
and trophies, bro. And you can get them in
that's
real
fine.
life. You know what I hate about modern day football fans? You man think, yeah? You man
want
think
De Zerbi.
that man need
You
to
want
play
De Zerbi.
dead football to win trophies and City just won a treble.
What's this
City-
one in football? Do you want De
Bruv,
Zerbi?
why are
What's
man
this?
talking about the Zerbi? And why are you saying what's the Zerbi one, bro? Like, what does that mean?
No, but I'm
Do you know what I mean?
just
Ten
questioning.
Hag's won trophies. He's not winning nothing with us substantial, bro. Look at
No,
this
but
manager.
listen,
He
you're not
stinks,
understanding-
bro.
You're not understanding the pressure.
He
that is
stinks.
involved in Man United.
Bro,
You
he
just-
stinks.
any manager
You're
come
talking
here-
about what has he won? This guy
No, but
stinks,
hold on,
bro.
hold on. You
This
just think any
guy
manager
is
come to Man United,
putrid, blood. Oh
all of a
my
sudden,
days.
changes, man. It won't happen, man. This establishment won't let it
Putrid.
happen. And for me, managers that come here, there's this kind of pressure, and certain managers can't deal with that, man. So we have to allow Ten Hag to
Pressure,
understand.
yeah. All
what
right,
he's done
pressure. All
wrong.
right, cool. Well, then, if you're worried about pressure, go get a manager that's managed that Bayern Munich and won trophies. Go get a manager then.
Who do you want?
We
Who do
can't
you
talk
want?
about
Who do
pressure,
you want?
bro. Bruv, who's available now that's managed that Bayern Munich?
Flick.
What you want?
And
Nagelsmann?
he's won trophies.
Yeah, Flick's
Hansi Flick's won trophies. Go get him then. Then talk about pressure. What are you talking about?
Listen,
Bro?
you know what it is there? The thing
talking
is
about
there,
pressure.
you have to have a structure. You have to have a structure that enables you to win. Everything has to be cohesive. Everything, yeah?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
when you-
bro. Hey, bro, listen, Tottenham Hotspur, blood. You know them ones. Look at their owners. We want to talk about owners, yeah?
Yeah, but-
Them
but
man
it's-
there, bro, they
I
might
get
be the
it, I
only
get it.
club with a worse owners than us, blood.
They had 3 games win last season under how many Conte and how many other managers? The one before that, Nuno Espirito Santos, had 3 games in a row.
Exactly. So they've proven that they've proven, yeah, that their owners are dead, blood. Their owners went from Nuno to Jose and then sacked Jose before a cup final, yeah.
Jose.
And then
Jose.
and then Conte. So when we're talking about bad owners, yeah, let's not forget what Tottenham have
but
terrible
before
owners.
that. So who
And
did
they
this-
sold, bro,
Exactly,
and
bro.
they sold Harry Kane, yeah, and didn't bring in no world-class players, and they're better than us, bro. So when we're talking about owners, yeah, bruv, if you want, yeah, bad ownership, go no further than Tottenham
Nah,
Hotspur.
man, come on, man.
And they got a better manager than us at the
we've-
moment,
we've-
bruv.
we've
And
both- we've both got bad. owners.
listen.
Both Manchester United and
bruv,
Tottenham,
man
we
want to
both
blame
know
the
both have
owners,
bad
blood.
owners.
Listen, Tottenham's owners
What?
are horrendous, blood.
Cycle. But Flawless, you don't understand the cycle. They sacked every manager. How many managers did they sack? Poch, him, and they've done nothing.
Again, Saeed, that's why I'm not saying remove Ten Hag, get Ten Hag out. Because if we had played this first 5 games and looked exceptional and had won these first 5 games, I wouldn't be sat here saying we're gonna win it all, give him the keys. I need more than 5 games. Whether it's gone exceptionally well, whether it's gone absolutely terrible, or somewhere in the middle. I need more than 5 games to say so. Do I like what I'm seeing currently? No. Do I see the issues? Do I understand what Rance is saying and other people's concerns? Yes, because it's been bad, and it's been very bad, and we shouldn't have regressed in the manner in which we have. However, can he turn it around? Yes, I think he can. Will he is the biggest question. I don't know. But can he? Yeah, 'cause I watched him do it last season. I watched him do this. I watched him turn it around, and I thought there was no light at the end of the tunnel.
What Rance is doing, he's throwing the white towel in too quickly for me. I think
But listen, throwing it
It's
in. No.
Rance. He's the first guy to shoot. We know him, man. He the first guy. He's like, yo, don't shoot no one. Rance go shoot. You know what I'm saying? And that.
But I shoot from the hip, blood. I'm telling you, Rance Eastwood, blood. That's what I do.
You know, like in wrestling when you have like the stables and it's 5-on-5 and that, and then everyone's gearing up to get. He the first guy to throw a punch. That's Rance for you, man.
I told you so. So when it turns it around, I told you so. But now it's like
He's not turning nothing
You don't think
around.
it's turning it around? You don't think it's turning it
Okay.
around? Which is
He ain't
fair. I
turning
think
nothing
he could.
around. He's lost this dressing room. He's lost it, bro. I'm telling you.
No. I don't think he's lost the dressing room.
He's
I don't think
lost
he's lost the
it. It's gone,
dressing
bruv.
room. Based on what? Based on what?
Based on life.
Based on what?
You know, like that. Based on life, Saeed. He's lost the dressing room. You know, like that,
man,
bro.
you're funny, man.
Listen,
You're funny.
bro. Listen, 3 of our most, and I don't even like these guys, but bro, think about it. 3 of Man United's most senior players, yeah, have left this club under this manager, bro. And we've gotten worse, bro.
No,
whether you like it or not, yeah, there's hierarchies in football. You have to take in consideration. Yeah, David De Gea, I didn't like the guy. Do you know what I mean? But he would have had some sort of influence on this team because he's been here since Fergie, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Ronaldo didn't like the guy, but he would have had some sort of influence. And then he's
You
got his
agreed with
guys.
every decision, though, didn't you?
Bro, I agreed that they needed to go, absolutely. But remember, I'm not the manager, so I don't know how he managed it. I don't know how he dealt with it. Ronaldo said that he disrespected man, yeah, and he don't respect man and this, that, and the other. So how he dealt with Ronaldo, maybe Ronaldo's salty about it and man in the change room don't like it either. Same thing goes with De Gea. 1 minute he had a contract, then he didn't have it. Maybe there's man in the dressing room that's like, yo, you done my guy dirty. Yeah. You know them ones there? Like, bro, like this is what happens, bro. This is what happens in football.
It's definitely potential, but I have no issues because someone said...
Bro, these men are walking, bro. I don't have no issues with them going, but I'm saying the way he's dealing with man, yeah, is getting questioned, bro. Ronaldo's questioned how we dealt with him. Do you know what I mean? De Gea's questioning how man are dealing with him. Do you know what I mean? Man are definitely questioning how he dealt with Sancho. And Harry Maguire's still there, and you're coming out talking about how good this guy is and that, bro. He shouldn't be at the football club.
He shouldn't be at the football club. He's lying about Maguire, and we know that. We've heard him say, like, if you rated him that highly, you wouldn't have stripped him of the captaincy and have him as 5th choice centre-back. Like, actions speak louder than words. We know that in regards to him, and he should have moved him on. With the De Gea and Ronaldo situation, they were always going to be salty about that. There's no good way to deal with that. With those two, with what they've won, their egos, etc. There's no way to tell Ronaldo that he's going to like and say, all right, I don't want you at this football club, or you're not going to start every game, etc. Same with De Gea. I'm fully on board with those. I've said it before, those 2 decisions.
Yeah, but bro, what you're saying, yeah, is logical, yeah, but that's not life, Flawless. You know, the man's life doesn't work like that. You know what I'm saying? If you piss off a man, yeah, whether you're in the right or wrong, yeah, you still piss man off. Do you get me? Do you understand? Bro, like, whether or not, there was, bro, you know, sometimes you have conversations with someone, you say, oh, you know what, there's no nice way to say this. There's no nice way to tell a man that you're not wanted no more.
Yeah. There is no.
However, what you can do is you can make sure that you got the dressing room on side. Do you know what I mean? Even there was a debate, yeah, on TalkSport as well between Martin Keown and some next brother, and they were talking about the Sancho situation. And one of the brother said, and he made a lot of sense. And I think I don't know who this guy was, but I think he's like Scouse or something. And he said, listen, for a manager to come out here and make big calls like this, you have to be 100% certain, that you've got the dressing room on your side, and you kind of need to inform the dressing room. Like even me, at my club, when I was running the club, if I was making any big decisions, like for instance, if I was going to get rid of the manager or get rid of the players, I would sit down with my senior players and I'd say to them, yo, this is what I plan on doing. What are your thoughts? Not because I have to sit down with these guys, because I don't, because I own this. However, I'm sitting down with you, man, because I understand that there's a hierarchy, and I understand that the morale of the team is important. I can't just come in and start making these decisions to get rid of certain man and treat man a certain way, if it's not going to go down well with the other players. Do you understand? It's a domino effect. So whether or not Ronaldo deserved to play or not, and I don't believe he did deserve to play, but how you deal with man, and how you deal with the whole situation is going to affect how his guys deal with you. You know, like that. And that's what it is. And the same goes for De Gea. And the same goes for Sancho. And the same goes for Maguire, blood. There'll be man in the team thinking, bruv, why is Maguire still here, blood? I thought this guy was gone, blood. You know, I thought he was gone, blood. Why is man still here, blood? That even make no sense.
Yeah.
What do you mean he's not leaving? What do you mean he's not leaving? Do you know what I mean? What do you mean he wants to get paid off and that? Put him in the reserves then, bruv. Do you know what I mean? If you want to make a statement, do you know what I mean? Because Arsenal bought Pepe in the reserves. And they paid money for Pepe, 70-something million. They put his ass in the reserves and said, bro, you're not welcome here. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can move. Why didn't we do that with Harry Maguire? Why didn't we do that with Harry Maguire? We didn't do that.
No, but
then,
I think,
bro,
you know
the
what
man
it is,
scored an
though?
OG and then we're out here backing him and that. Bro, this manager.
Yeah, nah, listen.
This
Nah,
manager's
but you know what it is
spineless,
with me,
bro.
though?